Join me as I dive deep into the secrets of ancient Egypt that your history class totally skipped over. We've all seen the pyramids, the mummies, and the pharaohs in movies and TV shows, but how much do we really know about ancient Egypt? The truth is, there's a lot more to this fascinating civilization than what we learned in history class. When we think of ancient Egypt, we often imagine a simplistic, one-dimensional society, but the reality is much more complex. We've been taught that ancient Egyptians were basically just pyramid builders and mummy makers, but that's far from the truth. In reality, they were a highly sophisticated people with a deep understanding of math, architecture, medicine, and astronomy. We've also been led to believe that ancient Egyptian society was completely patriarchal, with men holding all the power, but that's not entirely accurate either. History classes often gloss over the fact that ancient Egyptian society was heavily influenced by its African roots, and that many of its achievements were due to the contributions of women and people from other social classes. We're often shown images of pharaohs and gods, but we rarely get to see the everyday lives of ordinary ancient Egyptians, who made up the majority of the population. And let's be honest, how many of us were taught about the intricate system of government, the complex social hierarchies, and the advanced agricultural practices that made ancient Egypt so powerful? Our understanding of ancient Egypt has been shaped by a lot of misconceptions and oversimplifications, and it's time to challenge those narratives. It's time to dig deeper and explore the fascinating facets of ancient Egyptian culture, from their religion and social structure to their contributions to science and art. Ancient Egyptians worshipped over 2,000 gods and goddesses, each with their own powers and mythologies. They developed a complex system of hieroglyphic writing that could convey complex ideas and stories. They built massive temples and tombs that showcased their architectural prowess, and they made significant contributions to fields like medicine, mathematics, and astronomy. And yet, despite all these achievements, we still tend to reduce ancient Egypt to a few catchy headlines and colorful images. One of the most fascinating aspects of ancient Egyptian culture is their religion. While we often think of ancient Egyptians as being obsessed with the afterlife, the truth is that their religion was much more nuanced and complex. They believed in a complex pantheon of gods, each with their own roles and responsibilities, and they developed a sophisticated system of rituals and practices to honor them. And did you know that ancient Egyptian women enjoyed a level of equality and freedom that was unprecedented in the ancient world? They could own property, participate in trade, and even serve as priests and priestesses in temples. Speaking of temples, ancient Egyptians built some of the most impressive architectural wonders of the ancient world. From the majestic temples of Karnak to the imposing Great Pyramids of Giza, their buildings showcase their advanced engineering skills and their deep understanding of mathematics and astronomy. And let's not forget their contributions to science and art, from their pioneering work in medicine and surgery to their exquisite works of art and literature. But perhaps the most surprising revelation about ancient Egypt is the significance of their writing systems. While we often think of hieroglyphics as just a curious relic of the past, the truth is that they were a highly advanced form of communication that could convey complex ideas and stories. And did you know that ancient Egyptians had a system of writing that was so advanced, it wasn't until the 19th century that we were able to decipher it again? So what do we do with all this new information? How does it change our understanding of ancient Egypt and its legacy? For one, it forces us to re-examine our assumptions about this fascinating civilization and to see it in a new light. It shows us that ancient Egypt was a complex, multifaceted society that was capable of achieving greatness in many different fields. And it invites us to appreciate the many contributions that ancient Egyptians made to human knowledge and culture. So, what surprised you the most about ancient Egypt? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to learn more about ancient civilizations, be sure to check out my other videos on the topic. Thanks for watching.